Hi, beautiful people. How's it going? Um, I really should start all of my videos kind of a little bit in a because I do some coaching and different things in here. Like, please just take whatever resonates with you. And I know that I ramble and all those sorts of things sometimes, but I'm gonna try to stay on track today because I'm gonna just recording from about 10 minutes in the parking lot to tell you about a little bit about my excitement because I can't. It's very difficult, right, for me to record sometimes and talk about something and like me not having some sort of lesson or some sort of walk away from it. And I may just actually put this under the daily instead of like personal empowerment journey, which I've been posting a lot because I'm coming back to training, focusing on my training and feeling like I'm starting over again and having to break all of these really bad habits. Um, so I wanted to talk today. I actually wasn't going to talk this much about it, but okay, the excitement of my sparring with Saenchai, the Muay Thai legend of all time, and I am not a what's the word? As far as a practitioner in Muay Thai of my culture, for those of you who don't know, I'm half Thai, Kung, amongst other things. Um, I just started training in Muay Thai, like probably like 4 years. No, no, no. I started 10 years ago, around the time of Krav Maga, but I would say like that was like way back then with Andy Case, who I am supporting again because I didn't actually get to train with him very much. And for those of you that know anything about him in Sacramento, he did bring Muay Thai here, and basically he's getting back into it, and he's 2 more years and he's going to retire. So basically, I am trying to brush up, clean up. Really just make all the basics that I know like sharper, tighter, better, and so 10 years ago, right? So those of you don't know, started Krav Maga. Then I think I went to boxing, went to Wing Chun, went to a bunch of other styles, even just more other things I would actually consider martial arts than like realistic combative self-defense. But when I was getting out of Krav Maga, I was looking for another combative system, and Muay Boran was similar, right? Is different than Muay Thai as a sport. So, long story short, okay, so staying on track. So I feel bad, right, that I didn't really know that much about Saenchai, but um, it's all good. So I went to this seminar, free seminar, and 9 to 5 in Fremont, 700 people. And it's funny, I was the only one who actually ended up going besides this other person from a gym. We came from the same gym that I'm not even a part of. So that's funny. So yeah, there, you see the flyer and like there's 3 champions, and I was just kind of like, oh, but even still, I was like, oh, is this the Saenchai? And so what I wanted to say in general overall is because I could go on and on and on. Basically, I was very impressed. Okay, I only have a few minutes. I was impressed with the entire performance. These sorts of things, I feel like the performance, the whatever, because number one, I get really irritated now. I have very low patience in life with things that are disorganized. Like, I don't even want to be part of it at all. Like, if there weren't even enough assistant trainers, like I would have been pissed. I would have been like, I don't even know if I want to stay the whole day. But okay, so let me speed it up. Yes, they are trying to invite people to Thailand to train, right? This event, I guess, was paid for by the Thai government. So basically, they had, when they do these sorts of things, right, the commercialization of it all bugs me because my own things and basically like people trying to make a profit. That's what my history is of when I go to these things. Like, oh, they're just trying to make money off of people, blah, blah, blah. They don't give a care. And it was total opposite. I didn't know what to expect, and I really loved it. Like, even the intro video was really comedic. It kept your attention. There were so many things I just want to say that like I loved about it. We got a free lunch, even though my pat krapao, which is really what it was, chicken and basil, it was pet. It was spicy. Like I couldn't even finish eating it. I thought that the heartburn was going to mess me up. Okay, so basically they do the videos. They did a Muay Boran performance, and then they did the Y Khru. That's what it's called. Sorry if I mispronounced. Like I said, that's basically a respectful ceremony that they do before a fight, right? Ancient warrior days. So I loved that. That is wild. You should look it up. It's funny to me because like jumping on top of people's shoulders and stuff like that when you're fighting is just hilarious. Okay, so since I'm going to have to get off the phone here in a minute, what I wanted to say is that also what I wanted to share is so the sparring thing, I was a little bit nervous that I was going to be put on blast, but it was all good. It was only like a minute of sparring. And, basically he's letting the student do whatever. So really, like, there was really nothing to fear. Um, and I was just like, I want to do it. And I went and grabbed my gloves. And it's just hilarious that he's letting me kick him and do stuff. But more so than anything, I'm going to clip the video and show some parts because I am actually going to say I'm embarrassed for myself because the one time, like, I've been talking so much shit about not moving my head and how I need to do that, from boxing. Basically, I mostly did boxing moves with him, but I was just too fast. I was moving my head too much. My knees were weak. I wasn't even thrusting my hips, but it's hilarious because he was letting me knee him and his body was like, he was like acting like I was kicking him really hard, right? Like lifting him off the ground. So that was hilarious. And it's more interesting too that he's younger than me, like 3 years younger. But what else? It was also his birthday. So the walk away is I'm really glad I went. I questioned not going. I will drive anywhere from training for training. It was about an hour and a half drive. I'm so thankful I went by myself. You always find people, to go with and train with. So I'm very grateful, thankful, blessed. I am going to clip the video. I'm going to clip the video and post it probably on Instagram and I'll put it on my YouTube. And there's always more to say as a result, like all of this, if I go back and critique things. I was gonna do a talk on basically personal empowerment, and I'm sure they were basically based on like a lot of the people there. I think they were uh, in the age range of like between 20 and 30 or something like that. I think because there were only like 5 people in front of me and there was no wait. I think there's a combination of things going on there, right? Including like being put on blast, being embarrassed, um, maybe not wanting to be critiqued, not wanting to be stared at by 700 people. So there's always a story within my journey regarding personal empowerment because before any sort of self defense, I would have never done anything like this in front of people. Um, and it's funny because like I feel like that sparring session was weak on my part, but at the same time too, I don't even give a care because it was fun and it was him and I was learning and like a kind of a once in a lifetime experience. So that is the big time thing going on August, my birthday month. That I'm surprised I didn't cry on the way home or even like just during because so meaningful to me, especially coming from my culture. And it did revitalize and remotivate me. And just a lot of like I had such a good experience there that it made me feel good about, again, like bringing Thai culture. I think if they, Thai culture fighting self defense, right? And I think it would have been great and even made it even more like better if they had incorporated the language into it, even if it was left side, right side, or 1, 2, 3. Those are things that people can easily pick up. Nung song sam, and just it's just fun, Leo sai, Leo fa. I'm learning it in the Lao version right now. I think it's Sao. and Kwa, something like that. Anyway, I've always wished I could learn how to speak it fluently. But yeah, it's in some aspects it seems really easy, and then some aspects, and once you got the tone down. But his translator sidekick guy that he's known for 20 years can totally speak it fluently and read it and write it. And I was like, oh, I'm kind of jealous. I know that's not very Buddhist of me. But yeah, if I just focused and used it more, I'm sure I could get it down. I know Spanish on a very basic level, so พูดไทยได้นิดหน่อยค่ะ I can speak it a little bit, but not as much as I want to. So that's all for today, kids, and that's what's going on with me, amongst other things. And so I hope this is propelling something going on in my life to another level. I mean, I know that it is. I don't know when that's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. And I don't even know what to tell you about it, since I don't know where this next leg of the journey is going. But I know it's up. I know it's to more peace and happiness. And we'll just have to see what happens. So be looking out for that clip video. Maybe I'll do more than clip it. I'll put it in there because it's funny. I only if you train, you would probably get it, like my critiques. Otherwise, people probably aren't really caring. But and another part of like embarrassing, or what I learned from it, is like by me moving too fast. Of course, I gassed out fast, and just looking at him, and even when I'm trying to punch him, like the slight movements remind me of like Andy K, my trainer now, like just a slight movement of the head, not tired, not exhausted, even though he just sparred with like 5, 6 other people. And then I'll have to get the names of the other 2 people because they were really excellent too. And yeah, it was good people. So he's traveling around the world in the country doing this. So I don't know how many more they're going to do in the US or whatever, but I would totally recommend. And especially if it's free, it was worth it. And I don't care how beginner or advanced you are. Like there were way too many people. I mean, you could hardly move in what you were doing. But again, I think it depends on like what you're doing it for, and if you wanted to meet some of the champs. And they did some different combos. I think it just depends again on what you're looking for. But the fact that it was free and everything, like I couldn't pass it up. So other than paying, spending my gas money on it. Okay, so I will report back to you on that. And I'll talk to you soon in the next video. Thanks for listening.